Welcome to the Eric Avasar Show and what was the best domestic campaign in Liverpool Football Club's illustrious history. The Reds capped off a season to remember with a 2-0 win over Wolverhampton on the final day of the season. With 2 goals coming from Sadio Mane that were both created by Trent Alexander-Arnold, though only one was credited as an assist, it was yet another masterclass at the office. While the Reds won, of course, it was a heartbreaking day nonetheless, as Manchester City retained its Premier League crown after romping past Brighton 4-1 on the road. The Reds gave yet another great performance, the type that we've come to expect. And at times, of course, the players were distracted by the behavior of the crowd. Liverpool supporters all over the globe, myself included, went absolutely bonkers when Brighton scored the opener against Man City. And shortly thereafter, I was fighting back tears because Liverpool was already 1-0 up. So if those results held, the Reds are holding on to the Premier League championship for the first time ever. I was also fighting back those tears because I knew that the title might as well have been light years away. It was practically inevitable that Man City would equalize. It hurt when they did it as quickly as they did, and the second half was just stab wound after stab wound because it was just all over, done and dusted. And I had hope that the Reds would experience a miracle on the final day of the season on Saturday. But when I opened up my phone and checked Twitter on Sunday morning, I knew better. I read of how Brighton players had gone out drinking 3 nights in a row before the final day of the season. And while they offered those platitudes about throwing bodies to stop Manchester City, how they wanted the Reds to win the title race was effectively decided when Vincent Kompany scored his absolute screamer of a goal against Leicester City in Man City's penultimate game, and then Cardiff City got relegated. Because while Brighton was playing without pressure, they were also playing with literally nothing to play for. They were safe, they had no titles to win, and they might as well have been on vacation mode at that point. So that's why I knew. And it's still, nonetheless, the greatest title race in the history of the EPL, one of the greatest title races in the history of sports. Liverpool finished with 97 points. 97! That is more than any side managed by Sir Alex Ferguson. More points than Arsenal's invincible squad. More points than any squad in EPL history, with the exception of Manchester City with 98 points this year, and Man City last year when they became the first ever side to tally 100 points in a season. Dealing with this as runners-up is such a hard reality to experience. So many of us know as football fans that this sport can be so cruel. And congratulations to Manchester City. Congratulations are absolutely in order. Only the 3rd side to retain the EPL crown. Such a difficult thing to do. And again, heartbreak for Liverpool. But I think it's also worth mentioning that Jurgen Klopp is uniquely qualified to bounce back and deal with this type of adversity and heartbreak. When Jurgen Klopp was manager at Mainz, he narrowly missed out on getting Mainz promoted for the first time. The following year, he got even closer. They missed out on promotion on goal difference on the final day of the season. Just massive heartbreak. And then the following season, he finally did the job and got the club promoted for the first time in its history. He knows how to cope with coming up short and being better the next year. There are so many things to be proud of with this year's Liverpool side, beyond the incredible 97 points. A nearly invincible run that included only one loss. The Reds are now going on over 2 years without a loss at Anfield. A true fortress. Virgil van Dijk, PFA Player of the Year. Sadio Mane and Mo Salah sharing the Golden Boot Award with Arsenal's Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Alisson Becker in his first season on Merseyside, winning the Golden Glove Award. Trent Alexander-Arnold at only 20 years old, breaking England's assist record for a defender. The list goes on, and while yesterday's result hurts, the season's not over. The Reds are playing for a Champions League title. I cannot wait to watch the Reds in action against Tottenham Hotspur in Madrid, and I hope you will join me at Joxer Dailies. Thank you so much for tuning in, and please subscribe to my channel.